Alright, sorry for the lack of solo raid content, everyone. I just got really busy. A lot of end of semester stuff, so I've got some papers to do. But also just a lot of meetings. I do some club stuff, so... You know, it's just been very hectic. And the state of the university, we've seen better days. Again, I just don't want to give away where I am. A little bit of privacy and, you know, creativity boundaries. But yeah, it's been a little bit stressful, and it's just, like, not been sleeping well, got things to do. I will let you guys know that, you know, if I happen to stop uploading for a week, it's not going to be in the drop of a hat. I will tell you guys beforehand, hey, I'm doing something, I'll be gone for a week, or, like, I'm working on something, so, you know, there's not going to be a lot of videos for a bit. But if I, like, drop uploading for a day, 2, 3, without any, like, notice, it's because I'm busy with something. But any kind of extended hiatus, I will inform you guys about. But, so yeah, this Robin King fight. Look, Robin King is not a harder boss. You just use Batwoman to drown. God Killer attack, reduces the attack of the hazard, and then Puppet blind. But Fury of the God Shazam has a very interesting interaction with the Robin King hazard, because Shazam converts, like, hazards into negative effects into overload stacks. So sometimes when I walk into the hazard, I stack some overload. I think I have to walk in and out because it doesn't seem to be reoccurring. And yeah, Zatanna is here for a little bit of a damage buff, and Killer Frost is here for a damage buff, but also it's like I can't play my normal Collector, Fury of the Gods, Killer Frost team because Robin King is freeze immune. Like, this is not something that you should go out of your way to actually try. I just wanted to see the interaction with the hazard for myself. And yeah. So, the freeze resist is also weird because Killer Frost does have a chance to bypass freeze immunity, but it's like 25%. So you would think every 4 specials I would be able to, you know, freeze the boss, but that's not how it works because it's 25% of some kind of resistance, so it's really way lower than 25. So I'm not going to be able to freeze him every 1 in 4 specials. It's going to be some kind of 25% of whatever doesn't get resisted or something like that. But so I stack all of the damage and power, and then I try to hit him, but of course Robin King, being the little gremlin that he is, has one of the weirdest attack patterns in the game. He hit me with a jump attack. Basically froze in mid-air, and then decided, before he even touched the ground for the jump attack, he was just going to do a special in the middle of the jump attack. So, yeah, and I was like, oh, I just blocked the jump attack. I should be able to counter, because usually the AI will hit you with a jump attack into a special, but I blocked this special. I blocked the jump attack, so I'm like, okay, this is my chance to counter. And of course, the game doesn't allow that because no fun allowed at all in the solo raid. Also, this video is going to be longer. It's going to be 40 minutes because it's a combination of the fights. Like, there are 14 fights total because it's both. It's 2 days fights combined, so it is what it is. It's really just kind of, like, treat this more like a podcast episode than a guide, if anything. So, yeah, Robin King, Batwoman the Drown, John. I wanted to try something different. It didn't work, so I'm going back to, you know, old reliable. Essentially, I just don't want to put up with anything that I don't have to in this solo raid. I don't know why Fury of the God Shazam isn't guaranteed, like, resisting dot negative effects. My guess would be because he's 3 stars, that it's not guaranteed, and I need star rating to actually make it guaranteed. I mean, I could very easily read the passives, but my day today was woke up 8 o'clock, tired, went back to sleep. I'm like, I got like an hour before I actually have to get ready. Hit snooze on my alarm a couple times. 9 o'clock, I went, oh man, I actually got to wash my hair today. So I did. I was like, all right, gotta get a class. Then I saw the notification from my professor. Hey, no class today. I'm like, great, my 9:45 to 11:15 class I don't have to go to. It's been canceled. Wonderful. I have one more class from 110 to 240, so I was literally just waiting all day to get through that, because it's like, I really don't want to do anything. I want to go back to sleep, but I do have another class I have to go to. Went to class. In the middle of class, the Black Friday stuff drops. I was writing a Reddit post in the middle of it. I had a worksheet. I did the worksheet, and the teacher was going, professor was going over the answers. I looked up. I went, I got everything right. All right. So I literally solved the things in the middle of class. I went and I got lunch. I also went to my university bookstore and I got the graphic novel version of The Long Halloween and All-Star Superman. So this is, it's been a little bit of a hectic but also slow day, weirdly. And like yesterday, dude, the last 2 days have been like insane because it's been like festivals and meetings and classes and personal stuff, and yeah, it's just overwhelming. But yeah, I'm trying, and it's also like Thanksgiving is a week away, so I'm so close to actually being able to go home for the first time in months because I don't like go home during the semester, so I'm really looking forward to going home. And like, there's still stuff that I need to do before I get to go home, though, so it's not like, made it last full week, we can go easy. No, it's like there's still stuff that has to be done, and it's just tiring. Yeah, so the last Superman team here is DC Universe Superman plus Killer Frost plus Justice League Flash in the DC Universe Superman plus Killer Frost plus support character series. This is the worst one, by the way. This is the weakest. The simple reason for this is I am not using the percentage health damage bug because I want it to be a fair comparison. And because of that, I do way less damage. So here's the thing. Justice League The Flash gives you +1 fast attack hit, but Twin Blade literally only works on basic attacks. It doesn't synergize with crits. It doesn't synergize with lethals. It doesn't synergize with fast attacks. It is really weird, but it is super strong with incoming damage. I don't know. It's very inconsistent. So normally, you would probably be able to one-shot the fastest between Girl of Steel, Classic Wonder Woman, and Justice League The Flash with Killer Frost plus DC Universe Superman if you're using the percentage health damage bug, because the percentage health damage bug, the red bar that you need to fill up to do it is something that is affected by fast attack hits. So Twin Blade, not affected by fast attacks, but the red bar that does the percentage health damage is affected. So using the extra fast attack hit from Justice League Flash, you can fill up the red bar way quicker, and you can do percentage health way quicker. And if you're using the bug, then that is the fastest way to one-shot with DC Universe Superman if you don't have insane passive stats and Classic Flash and Grodd. Overall, though, Classic Wonder Woman's the strongest. Girl of Steel is going to give you an extra damage buff on top of Killer Frost, but the same kind of damage buff is addition. And over time, DC Universe Superman's also going to give his own damage buff. And Girl of Steel, you have to tag in, and you have to do a little bit of specials, and it can be inconvenient. You don't have to do anything for the Classic Wonder Woman buff. You just get extra crit damage. And, yeah, like, I think Girl of Steel was, like, 40 seconds left. Flash was, like, 30, and I want to say Classic Wonder Woman was somewhere around, like, 50. So, yeah, I mean, that's that test done. I also got a request to use King Gemstone plus Ruler of Kahndaq Black Adam. I don't know if I read the comment wrong, but I think the suggestion was having Gemstone on King. It never specified who the damage dealer was, so I just kind of assumed Black Adam. It was Classic Wonder Woman or Dr. Fate, but I probably need power, because King tends to need a lot of power generation. So I just went, all right, we're going to go King, Gemstone, Power Girl, in place of Dr. Fate, because I used Dr. Fate with some other team, excuse me. I don't really know what else there is to yap about. The Black Friday video should have gone up. I don't know when this video is going to go up, But I'm thinking the Black Friday sale is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll be able to star up some of the legendary characters that I really wanted to get upgraded up to like 7 stars just to play with them and, you know, see how overpowered they can be. Orm specifically, because Orm is not the character you should prioritize, but it'd be fun to run around with a 7-star Orm and just be able to nuke people, especially because I have Gemstone. Scorpion at 7 stars will also be really fun. But yeah, I mean, the Black Friday sale, I think if you're a older player, you're not gonna like get much out of it. It's like most players already have Zatanna unlocked. They have 7 one-shot teams. They don't really need Orm. Like Orm, someone you build for fun. Beast Boy, they'll already probably have at a state where they're happy with it, even if they're not 7 stars. I don't know why I said there. Beast Boy's very clearly a he. I'm gonna get canceled for like improper pronouns, man. It's over. It's like the she situation all over again. No.
Let nature run its course.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just keep failing to combo interrupt EPI. I don't, not EPI, Flora Poison Ivy. I'm pretty sure EPI and Flora Poison Ivy have the same attack pattern, but don't quote me on that. I don't know. I was just off my game. So, what were we doing? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Batman Who Laughs is okay. He's the least important member of the Dark Metal team. He can be good in League Invasions. I'm less familiar with League Invasions, but I know that his special 2 can, like, sunder and disable shields, I think, and barriers. And if you have him class ascended, metahuman, so lethal damage. But I personally just don't like the Batman Who Laughs. Arkham Knight Batman is the first legendary character added to the game, so he's a little bit of nostalgia, but that chest is also the most expensive at $225 versus $200, and you'll unlock Arkham Knight Batman like elsewhere just from opening random chests, honestly. He's really good in Arena. He'll definitely help you there, but not really important in solo raids. Though he is Arkham Knight Batman, and like Arkham Knight Batman is voiced by the GOAT himself, Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is and always will be Batman. You can take your Batflex and shove it. You can take your Christian Bales and shove it. You can take your Michael Keatons and shove it. You can take your Robert Pattersons and shove it. Like, they've all got good elements to them. I think there's also things that you can definitely critique. But Kevin Conroy is and always will be Batman. He is the GOAT, and it's not up for debate. I'm still sad, man. It's been like 3 years, and I'm still sad. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Kevin Conroy voiced Batman in Batman the Animated Series, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and Arkham Asylum, City, and Night. Origins was done by someone else. Someone can tell me in the comments. I forget his name. But they wanted a younger Batman because Origins is, you know, the beginning. But, yeah, Conroy, man. It still hurts. I remember how I found out, too, because me and one of my high school friends, who was also a pretty big comic guy, can't say I talked to him much anymore. There was just some stuff that like, personality-wise, I think there was just a clash. But he was a big comic book fan. So I remember hearing about Conroy dying because he said he sent me a Discord DM, and he was like, Conroy passed away, man, and it was cancer. So, yeah, it still hurts, man. It's still sad. But, yeah, where are we going? Oh, yeah. Back to the sale. Yeah, Zatanna is, like, you can get her from This Is Magic. She doesn't need gears. I think the Justice League Dark team can one-shot, but I think Constantine needs to be upgraded, and there's a certain way to play it. I'm not familiar with them. You don't see the Justice League Dark team too much. Yeah, Orm is going to be fun to play, for sure. Scorpion is arguably the best, like, top 3 legendary characters in the game. Beast Boy is probably the best, I would say, still. Some people make a case for DC Universe Superman. overall, I think DC Universe Superman is stronger because of the percentage health damage, because he can bypass crits, because he can bypass... apparently he can bypass lethals, but he can't power generate with lethals if Grodd is on the team. It's a weird thing. I did it one time in some other video. I tested it out. What else is there? I'm blanking out. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. I'm just gonna pull up the images. Oh, Girl of Steel is in the store. She is a good gold, but golds, as long as you unlock them, you can use prismatic shards on her. If you don't have her, she's a great support character. I would definitely unlock her. Hawkman is also, he's alright as a gold, because he's one of the newer gold characters. Elder Swamp Thing, Hawkman, and Girl of Steel don't drop from league raids. So, you know, you can unlock him if you want to, if you're a big Hawkman fan. But, you know, I'm not really all that into Hawkman. I would have preferred Hawkgirl, but Hawkgirl's a weird character because I think there's a Kendra, and then there's Shahira Hall. And Shahira Hall is the one in the Justice League animated show, and something about reincarnated. I don't know, it's weird. She's a confusing character. Black Manta's gears are in the shop, not on sale, so that's weird. I'm going over the sale. I literally had a video go up about the sale, but I'm gonna do it again. Deathstroke is someone you should unlock. Definitely good for new players. Percentage health damage is always great. Martian Manhunter is kind of irrelevant. I love John. Martian Manhunter is one of my favorite DC characters. I also really like the relationship that he has with Kara. Look, guys, Supergirl's my favorite character. Have I ever mentioned that to anyone? Is there anyone still wondering about that? So, yeah, I really like that he was in the show, and I like that, you know, they kind of acknowledged that there would be some kind of father-daughter relationship, because Kara is like a teenage girl who watched her house burn down, and John is an old man who watched his family get genocided. So, makes sense. But they didn't really do much with him in the show, and for someone who is so insanely powerful... Do you understand how overpowered Martians are, dude? You know, it's kind of depressing to see him not really get much media, much content. Where's my Martian Manhunter solo film? Also, I haven't even talked about this fight, but basically, what I'm trying to do here is compare Dark Metal cards with Raven and Gemstone versus Twin Blade. Now, when we had Twin Blade, I was doing 78 mil, like, per Twin Blade value. Like, that's how high it got up. But Scarecrow, he's got crit resistance. So I have Dark Metal cards. So I gotta bypass the crit resistance, and I gotta show you, you know, the difference in values. Now, you can see I'm doing a decent amount of damage. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but Batman Ninja Catwoman has really strong special damage. I don't know if Gemstone increases special damage naturally, but I don't know. It's really weird. It's like, I'm confused. I don't really see any other character, I think, do so much damage with a special. But yeah, like, again, Twin Blade is way stronger when it comes to incoming damage. Why that is, I don't fully understand. Like, maybe someone knows the mechanics behind that so they can tell me. Also, I think that one of the things that Injustice 2 Mobile should do is have some kind of breakdown, like a tutorial. Because there's a lot of people who get confused about, you know, hazard damage being different from hazard dot damage. How a damage buff differs from incoming damage. How like damage stacks on top of a damage buff and it's addition, not multiplication. How Shazam is actually a pretty bad gold character. Not pretty bad. He's a good gold character. But Shazam is not doing anywhere near as much as people think he's doing. That 100% damage boost for might characters is a base attack. Not of whatever gear rolls are, whatever your passive stats are. It's just base. It's the same way with attack. Attack is of base, not of whatever, you know, your buff combinations are, like how you build the character and the bonuses. But, like, that is all stuff that I had to find out myself or look to YouTube guides for. A new player who isn't really on YouTube that much, doesn't go onto the Reddits, isn't in a Discord server, like, it is really hard to, like, understand the mechanics of the game, and I really think that there should be some kind of guide or tutorial or some kind of system or, like, detailed breakdown of, hey, hazard damage is different from normal dot damage. So, yeah, I don't know. I've always held the opinion that this game is incredibly unplayer friendly, not only because of the predatory gambling, but also just because half the time things don't get explained. You have to learn things. You have to learn that damage and attack are calculated differently. You have to learn that incoming damage and a damage buff are different things. You have to learn Twin Blade doesn't synergize with fast attack hits. Also, this is from a failed run with the dark metal cards. So what happened was I one-shotted Batwoman with the Twin Blade, and I went, all right, let me use dark metal cards versus Batman. What I failed to realize was the dark metal cards let me bypass the crit immunity, but not the lethal immunity. And because, you know, Batman, Ninja, Catwoman, and the Batman Ninja team really depend on their lethal damage, yeah, they're kind of useless here. But for comparison, right? Twin Blade was able to one-shot with Gemstone plus Raven for the incoming damage. Batman Ninja Catwoman versus Scarecrow, when I actually had access to the lethal damage, even without perfect gameplay, I did like 1 billion. Here, I think I did like 200,000, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, bro, why are the values so low? And I'm just like, man, dark metal cards can't be that much weaker than Twin Blade when it comes to Raven. But then I realized, oh, yes, crit and lethal immune. Also, I mapped out all of the characters for the solo raid, and there are 4 resilient bosses, so crit and lethal immune, and there's like 2, I think there's 1 armor pierce immune boss, there's 2 lethal resistant bosses, there's 2 or 3 crit resistant bosses, and if, you know, their modifiers are annoying, then they have some annoying AI. You have Starfire, you have Enchantress, you know, all that fun stuff. Yeah, so this solo raid is just a nightmare, dude. And I think half the bosses disable something. Oh, we have 2 Chaos Tag-in bosses with Grodd and Sub-Zero. And a bunch of bosses disable at least 1 thing. Oh, like 1 ability. So 10 out of 10. Love the solo raid. The solo raid is so much fun. I love life so much, everyone. So yeah, so what was I back to what were we yapping about, chat? I can't believe I say chat unironically now. Maybe I was just born to be a streamer. See, I would love to, but it's kind of hard to do in the college dorm. Maybe for winter break, though, I might set something up. Maybe just do some fun stuff. Maybe with my friends, too. The Black Friday sale again. There's also Black Adam and Peacemaker, but I don't know why they have their individual chests. Peacemaker's a really weird choice, considering he has the Peacemaker vs. Scorpion chest. So why do we have another option for Peacemaker? Let's be honest, we all know the reason why. It's because Peacemaker has the show, and the Season 2 finale didn't do super well, so I'm pretty sure they're just trying to promote it. That would be my guess. We have The Rock Black Adam. Or as CM Punk would say, you bald fraud! Also, look, if the Snyderverse got restored, you know exactly what would happen. I'm going to tell you, this is what happened. It wouldn't be about Superman. It would be about Dwayne Johnson and his massive ego, because he wants to make he wants to make Black Adam the main character of the DCEU. Superman showed up for the end of Black Adam. It led to nothing. If the DCEU got restored, it would be Dwayne Johnson's vanity project, and he would just bury Superman. Black Adam would kick Superman's ass because The Rock's got his no-lose contract in it and the hierarchy of power in the... And then Black Adam would solo Darkseid, and then he'd become the Spectre, and then he'd take over the role of the Presence, or the One Above All. Which one it is again? I don't know. Point being, if we restored the DCEU, it would just be The Rock's, like, vanity project. I think it's the One Above All in DC, right? No, it's the Presence. Wait, no, it's the Presence. It is the Presence. I remember now. I know this because it's short, but I think I read somewhere that Constantine one time made the Presence back off. Constantine just got aura, bro. Oh, so I really despise the Batman Who Laughs. As a boss, he's not too bad. He's got 2 phases. As long as you don't mismanage your tag outs, you'll be fine. I just hate him because he's cringe. Like, bro, the Batman Who Laughs is exactly the type of character that Zack Snyder would write. Like, dude, you understand? The Batman Who Laughs is something that an edgy teenager that's 13 would write after his parents said they didn't love him. The Batman Who Laughs is something that I would have written at 13, and even I don't think I would have been this edgy. Also, no, my parents didn't say, like, they don't love me. My family's great. My point being, like, dude, why? Why is he so edgy? Why is he everywhere? Why do people think this guy is cool? Like, I think you guys know by now, like, I tend to become jaded towards things that are oversaturated. So, Harley, Batman Who Laughs, even Batman to some extent, just because, like, there's so much of him, and it's like, it's not a bad thing. I get why Batman's popular. But I would like to see stuff for someone like Jessica Cruz, for the rest of the Green Lantern Corps, Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, like Supergirl recently has actually been getting more attention, so I can't even say her. Zatanna, Constantine, Martian Manhunter, Raven, outside of the Teen Titans. But let's be honest, if the DCU fails, we're not restoring the Snyderverse, we're just getting 10 more years of Batman films, and none of them are going to be Batfleck films, because Ben Affleck has stated he never wants to be Batman again. So, like, they're never going to shut up anyway. Hey, look, guys, it's Sonic Black Canary. Incredible. Alright, so I wanted to play... I was like, what if we just use, like, you know, Gemstone Joker? I think it's interesting. For me. It's just because I haven't played it yet. And I'm like, yeah, why not? Speaking of Harley, I don't why? Why? I hate her so much. In this game. In real life, it's kind of a mid character that I think is just oversaturated. It's like, we have the Harley Quinn show. They greenlit the Harley Quinn fart comic. I still can't believe they did that. It hurt to be a DC fan after that one. Man, maybe these are the same people working in NetherRealm. It would explain the simping for Batman Ninja Catwoman. And, of course, I can't combo interrupt her. I don't know, man. But, yeah, I genuinely despise Harley in this game. I can't combo interrupt her. I think you're supposed to do it after 2 hits, but the weird thing about combo interrupting after 2 hits is that if the opponent's not in the corner, there's a chance that they might back off, or there's a chance they might snap into a special. Also, I despise that mechanic. Like, I don't think it... Like, dude, you rushed towards me. I blocked you, and as reward for me anticipating your rush attack, you're just gonna back away. It's like... You know, it's like being in a fight, and someone swings at you, and then you duck, and while they're, like, recovering, you punish them with a left jab, only for, like, a third hand to come out of nowhere. Genuinely despise it. And, of course, snaps into a block. Girl of Steel's here for a little bit of a damage buff. I just think it's going to be quite fun to, you know, try and do some gemstone stuff. Hits me with a super move. I'm not too worried. My Girl of Steel is somewhat built, but not, like, super maxed out.
At least you'll die laughing.
Do the special one there, because it's less power. Of course, she just spams the back off. Okay, look.
Soda will get that right.
Is it too much of an ask for a character to not spam the same move 5 times. Is it too much of an ask to put a limit on how many times a character can back off into a jump attack? Because the problem is, if I back off, then I'm either too far away to hit her, or she'll back off, and then I'm even farther away from her. If I rush forward, she'll just snap into a block. I don't understand. And of course, she's not a hard boss. She's just got an annoying AI. Also, you want to know what character I would like to nerf the most in Injustice 2 Mobile? And this might come as a controversial take.
I'll show you funny.
Heartbreaker Harley. Not because I don't think that she's a great character, arguably one of the best golds in the game. I just think it's like ridiculous that there are a couple gold characters in this game with 3 fast attack hits. Most of those are Flash characters. The exception is Heartbreaker Harley. How on earth are we making Harley Quinn, of all people, overpowered? Someone's horny. Go to horny jail. And of course, yeah, I don't actually get to finish her off just because she's impossible to combo interrupt for me. Like, you know, I just want to have fun, man. That's all I want in life, is to have fun. But no, you got to back off into a jump attack and spam me with, like, things I can't combo interrupt. And I can combo interrupt at least somewhat decently. Also not lethal. True damage still needs a nerf, by the way. It's so weird to me. Like, it doesn't make sense. Because lethal damage not only bypasses every kind of armor, it also, like, you're not protected when you're in a special. Most of the other characters, if you're in a special animation, you have an immunity frame. Not in this case. Not with true damage. I despise Harley, dude. I genuinely despise Heartbreaker Harley. I don't understand it. Why? Why out of all characters do we make her overpowered? Excuse me? Make it make some semblance of sense. The 3 fast attack here hits are still so weird. Really gonna put Harley on the same level as the Flash? I get it's a video game, right? And, you know, you gotta give everyone a fighting chance, but it's so weird, because not even the Kryptonians, not even Superman or Supergirl or Power Girl, none of them, they are Kryptonians, they have super speed, but no, they get 2 fast attack hits, and of course, Harley's the one. Harley's the one that with 3 fast attack hits. Not even all the Flash characters have 3 fast attack hits. It's so weird. Yeah, insane rant. You want to know what I think they should also do? They should add skins to the game. And I don't mean like CSGO, gamble for skins. I would just like to be able to toggle between, like, different, like, colorations or, more specifically, different gear sets. It's like, you know, sometimes I don't like the level 60 gear as much as, like, no gears or some gears, and, you know, I would like to be able to toggle between those. I think that would be interesting. That'd be fun. I know some people have mentioned it with the DC Universe Superman, because when you have him maxed out, his gears stop looking like how he is in the movie. But, yeah. I would also like to see some kind of mask on, mask off option, mainly for Multiverse Armored Supergirl here in cases like her. Like, one time I showed one of my friends, like, image of this game, and he was like, "Who's the astronaut on your team?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Supergirl. I have 2 Supergirls on my team and 1 Flash." And, yeah, in the show, Melissa, she has the helmet on. Now, here's a little bit of trivia for you. Melissa Benoist, who plays Supergirl, the reason that they had her have the armor suit is in storyline, the air was poisoned with kryptonite, so they gave her a suit that covered her face. The reason they did that storyline was because Melissa was on Broadway at the time. And, yeah, so they gave her an armored suit with a helmet so that her stunt double could fill in for her. And the only times we got to see Melissa's face were in close-ups, like into the suit. But I would like to see a helmet off version, because she's got very nice hair. It's such a weird thing to point out, but Mel's got incredibly nice hair. Such a random thing. So yeah, Chaos Fight's my favorite thing. I'm just trying to get Dr. Fate killed. I took off his gears. Special 3, that's perfect. Takes Dr. Fate out instantly. And now we just try to activate Puppet. Of course, Grodd's got a very fast snap into a block, so it's going to be a little bit annoying. One more should do it. Do the special 3. And yeah, I mean, like, now we just spam it a couple times to not lose Puppet. Also, Grodd is weird because for some reason, maybe it's this version of Grodd specifically, but he does not interact with, like, the first hit of Beast Boy special half the time. It's such a weird thing. I don't know what it is, but like, it's not too much of a problem because the other hits register, but that first one, sometimes it just doesn't, and it's a little confusing to me. Doesn't seem to... Yeah, look, there. For some reason, sometimes that first hit just miss. But the second, like, the special before and after that, no problem. Weird little thing with Grodd there. Alright, so my Beast Boy is 7 stars. I have a level 10 Puppet. I'm gonna fight Atrocious with a, he's crit immune. Not that that matters, though. I mean, Beast Boy at 7 stars just becomes so ridiculous that it kind of is irrelevant that he's crit immune. It really just means that the fight's just going to last a little bit longer. I mean, you could have made the argument I could have thrown like a level 1 Dark Metal cards down on one of the other characters just since I don't have max passive stats. But, no, I just wanted to, I just wanted to mess around, honestly. I just wanted to bully Atrocious. He's got an annoying AI. I don't want to put up with it, man. So he's getting Puppet spammed to death. Yes, Atrocious, I do have some rage. At this solo raid, man, it's just not fun, dude. Every boss is, like, annoying in some way. There's, like, 1 or 2 bosses that are, like, meh. But everyone is not particularly hard. It's just, like, some bosses disable abilities. Some are armor pierce immune. There's 2 chaos tagging bosses. Everyone's either crit immune, crit resistance, or lethal resistant. And is it the hardest thing to bypass? No. Not really. Batwoman the Drowned, Robin King can get past it pretty easily. Dark Metal cards is in the game. My Beast Boy is strong enough to the point where he can one-shot a crit immune boss. But I like options, man. I don't think it's good to game design when there's only one option to take down a boss. And it's like, you know, sometimes I want to play something fun, try something different, make some content, and it's kind of hard to because all the bosses require some kind of specific team. So... yeah, but, like, dude, Beast Boy is ridiculous. 7 stars is overkill. There is no reason for me to get him this high. But it's such a nice thing to have. Minute and 15 with for a crit immune boss, by the way. Not even max passive stats. Not even half of max passive stats. Genuinely ridiculous. Hey, look, it's everybody's favorite boss. Yeah, so Batman, no, it's just Catwoman. Master Thief Catwoman. Also, adding to the evidence for someone has a thing for Catwoman. I'm just saying that design is not exactly subtle. I'm just saying. But yeah, Catwoman is crit immune. So you can bypass her pretty easily with the Batwoman the Drowned team. You do not have access to the special 3. So you can't do percentage health damage. King is going to struggle because, again, no special 3. DC Universe Superman is actually not going to be a good choice here because you're not going to have access to the unhittable from the special 3. But if you're running percentage health damage and just spamming the special 1 with Killer Frost, that's a way to get around it. You know, honestly, the best answer to this is just percentage health damage, so... your Ruler of Kahndaq Black Adam. Deathstroke does percentage health with his special 2. Zatanna, you can spam her special 2 as well. The special 3 being disabled is going to be a little bit of problem for her because you'll sometimes get free specials and not being able to do the special 3 is a little inconveniencing, but Puppet can apply burn, and Zatanna needs to burn the enemy for percentage health damage, so... yeah, like, overall, though, the easiest way to get past her, probably, Ruler of Kahndaq Black Adam, Deathstroke, put Nora Snow Globe on Deathstroke, and then just try to do as much percentage health damage as you can, and then tag out, and then clean her up with Robin King plus Batwoman the Drown. So, yeah, Deathstroke is absolutely one of the characters you have to unlock as a newer player. He's gonna serve you so well in solo raids. So, I mean, this is just kind of an inconveniencing. It's like Batwoman the Drown is easily the best solo raid team in the game. She makes bosses who would be annoying no longer annoying. Not the best choice in every single fight. Joker, for example, is going to give her trouble because the barrier actually prevents crisis energy from being generated. But, yeah, crit immune, crit resistance, all of that just becomes irrelevant when it comes to her. And she's just a great character all around. Easily, probably the best character in the game for solo raids. She is going to be the one that carries you through, solo raids. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this longer video. My throat is dry and kind of hurt. And I will hopefully see you in another one. Bye!